So, one good reason is that we're saved by grace through faith. Another good reason that without faith it's impossible to please Him. Let me give you one more reason. 1 John 5:4 says, "For whatsoever is born of God overcomes the world. And this is the victory that overcomes the world." What is that? What is it? What is it? What does that tell you? Okay, let's just look at two words. Our faith. What does that tell you? See, a lot of people say, "Oh, everybody, they talk about their faith, their faith." Well, it's not their faith. It says here that it's our faith. Did it or did it not? Everybody read it. 1 John 5:4. What's your Bible say? Anybody? Our faith, is that what it says? What's our mean? What is our? It talks about possession, right? So it's our faith. What overcomes the world? So what overcomes the world? Our faith. Our faith overcomes the world. Whose faith? Now, understand this. The faith that I walk in is not exactly the same as the faith that you walk in. Generally speaking, it is, in a general sense. But God is specific. You cannot walk in my faith because God has spoken to me to do certain things. You can't walk in what He told me. You got to walk in what He told you. Because I go over here and I do this, and you think, well, I'm going to go do that. I go preach to business people, minister to business people. So everybody thinks, well, I got to go preach to business people because that's what Bishop does. There's some things about drugs that I don't understand. If you talk to me long, you'll know that I don't really know too much about anything. Never did drugs. Probably saw some, didn't even know what they were. But I've always had friends come to me who did. I mean, they did, and then they'd want me to help them. But I don't know much about drugs. I mean, I had some friends in Illinois, part of the church there, and this gal, her and her husband. I mean, I'd go talk to somebody, and I just talk to them. So they leave, and these two say, he was hiring a kite. I said, what? Yeah, that guy's hiring a kite. I says, what makes you think? And then they go through all these. Well, did you see that? Did you see that? And then he did it, and then he said, and I'm going, is that right? So I've had an education. I've learned through others, so I can kind of pick some things. But I can't go do some of the things that Pastor Troy does, or Pastor Jamie, or Sis. I can't. I don't. I don't know. I can't recognize those things. I'm not to walk your faith. I'm to walk my faith. Are you hearing me? And you are where you're at because God can use you where you're at. You don't have to be a clone of me. You don't have to be a clone of, Pastor Troy. Everybody is individual. And yet corporately we have a word. Corporately we work together. Corporately we have the same kind of vision. But yet specifically we're all just a little bit different. All right? So it's our faith, and that overcomes the world. So how do we get faith?